All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kansas City basketball. We did not have the greatest of runs. We just barely escaped Fairleigh Dickinson, but we lost not so great to Northern Iowa, and then we just ate our nuts against George Mason. We got the Citadel. They're 1-6. They're a little bit worse than us, so it should be something that we win. We got New Orleans, who's just a little bit better than us, so it's possible, and Harvard, who's also the same way. So realistically, I think we can probably end our non-conference schedule on this stream and hopefully end it well. I think we can get should be able to get all 3 wins out of it. We'll see what happens here, but we'll go straight into it just to start in on it.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8. The Citadel Bulldogs square up against the home team. This one promises to be a real battle.
All right, I'm not going to go too much into it. Just go ahead and start her on up.
The home team control the opening tip, and we'll get this one started.
Let's see what we got here.
This one off with minimum.
I was hoping immediately for a foul. That would have been nice.
Takes it up.
All right, at least some solid defense to start her off.
Still a tie game. Dishes to the free throw line. Backs in. Diallo.
There you go, Diallo.
Stops it. They take a 2-point lead.
I'm going to turn this down just a hair. All right, let's see how well this works. Not the greatest, but we'll see. I think I was going to do one more, sorry. Yeah, that'll work. And then I just turn that down just enough so I can hear myself think.
Number 11 gets the reach-in call, and that's his first foul.
It takes quick hands to get the theft, and he was too slow that time.
Seems to be a lot of like a little background noise, maybe. I think because it's been getting warmer.
Skips it to the left. Number 51.
The fan. Well, the fan isn't doing too much. It might just be, I don't know, speakers in the background. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There you go. There you go.
Leads him with the pass. Number 12. 7 feet out. Spence.
I thought I could get away with a quick one. We'll have to do something about that. Maybe we can still make it work.
Spence backs down. McAllister got it.
Maybe.
They're up by 3. Diallo passes it up court. Double clutches. Good job on
I mean, if we could feed CD Diallo and just continuously get points off him, that wouldn't be too bad at all. Wouldn't sit here and complain too much about that. Hopefully the rest of our guys do something okay. I think we could probably make that happen.
Down low. Kicks it out to the wing.
Reading up on the TEW stuff. I feel like if I had enough gumption to really do more than just my like live streaming and like editing some stuff, I feel like I could do a little bit more. I don't know if it's specifically with college hoops, but it's something. Not centered. What the fuck?
Good on number 2. Spence inbounds.
I tried. McAllister hands it off. From deep. Number 12 gets the board inside.
About 11 and a half minutes left in
Can
the
I
half.
get a 3 off
Nobody
this?
around, he still couldn't convert.
Sometimes you can be too wide open.
And
Is Diallo just going to score all our points on this? There's a very strong possibility. Can you imagine he just scores like 50 for this? It's a strong possibility at this point that he just carries most of our offense for the day.
And showing how fast this game can be played, guys.
Thanks, Tracy.
Perfect use of the bounce pass, Fern. I'd like to see that.
Even with a double team, just drops it in anyway.
We're all tied up.
All right, now we're getting even Diallo to look quite good. I like that. I like that. Be our defense too. Upcoming Borderlands movie is getting crucified. That is insanity. Well, I guess not insanity. It just seemed like one of those things that maybe they would, the critics would be like, oh no, it's actually, it's the Birdman. You ever get out of your attic? Yes, I did. Cost me like $250 to have a professional go and climb up and clean it all out and take care of the places where they were coming in, where I guess one of the places that there was a hole that they were coming in had a dead bird already sitting in there. That's why you went missing. No, that's not why I went missing. It was just with the 4th of July week, it was just a long, weird week.
Good for the 3-point play.
I was going to stream a week ago on Saturday, but so we've had a lot of rain that's happened. We've had a lot of rain that's happened in the last few weeks, to the point to where it's like I'm not worried about my own personal stuff because I'm not in a floodplain, but like I can see how close it's been good with it not raining so much recently, but it is one of those things where I'm looking at the river and how close it's getting. It's like, but because of the rain, I had a friend of mine who kind of lived, I got kind of more out in the middle of nowhere, and oh my god! But so he lives a little bit outside the way in a smaller town, and he does live in a floodplain. So usually when you have a house with a basement like that, you need a sump pump. And he does have a sump pump, but his sump pump stopped working on him. And it basically, with the rains that came down last week, essentially flooded his basement. Which even worse is that he actually has like a fully finished basement. Like it was just sad to see like a good inch or two of standing water in his house on what is a very nice, like carpeted, drywalled, everything, like very much livable, nice finished basement. And so yeah, I ended up in an emergency situation helping out my friend who needed the water pumped, helped like shop vac and pumped, and however we could get standing water out, and then help him out with potentially moving some stuff out of his basement that obviously got destroyed in the flood. So I was going to stream last Saturday, it's not Saturday, Tuesday. But that's basically what I ended up doing, is helping out a friend with his flooded basement. And then I was thinking about Wednesday, but I actually had to work on the 4th of July. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to work on the 4th of July for the extra money. So I had I've had a wonky sleep schedule pretty much ever since.
Number 12 grabs it, and that's his 4th rebound thus far. Number 10 brings it up himself. The D wasn't too worried about that one.
So yeah, it was one of those things where unfortunately streaming last week was just something that I kind of had to forego, just because it just didn't really work out with my schedule. But I should at least be here doing this, and I mean, I don't think I got much anything else going on tomorrow or Thursday, or really Friday, honestly. We'll see. But I don't have that much going on beyond with the rest of the week. I think things are mellowing out at least a little bit, so I think everything will be good at least until like Saturday. This is a big deal for the channel. Yes.
Skips it to the wing. Fires. The jumper was buried by Green. They cut it to 1.
Come on. Nope, 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 nope.
Number 11.
That's not who I wanted you to pass it to. God damn it.
Green. Number 12.
Oh, I got with the same things I always get others with.
They now lead by 1.
Oh, 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 oh.
Dumps it.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Here we go again. Yet another lead change.
First stream since TW9 has been announced. Yeah, God, that was a week ago, wasn't it? Because we're on day 7 already. I'm kind of excited, mildly excited. There's a lot of things I like. You know, I'm still not big on Visual Basic being a thing. You know what I got to do? Because I'm finding out that people do not have the. I feel like it's one of those things that I'm finding out that people are still discussing the fact that, and I mean, I still haven't found a completely great solution for it, but discussing the fact that obviously with it still being in Visual Basic, you're not going to get full screen without doing some real wonky stuff. And I've been using a program for basically like 3 years now, at least, maybe 4, pretty much ever since I think 2020 came out. And like, I just kind of never thought about the fact that people didn't quite know this. And I feel like there's a lot of, because like they talk about like 1080p screens, and I use a program to basically change my resolution on my main monitor for specifically when I have TEW open, and then it goes right back to 1080 when I'm not using it. And I feel like that's way more easy and intuitive than what I think a lot of other tutorials have. So that might be something I might have to make like an actual video for when TW9 comes out. I'll have to make like some like thumbnail with like I'll have to make some thumbnail with the logos and like arrows pointing to a shocked person, and then just in big letters just be like, play TEW full screen. That's how people are going to watch it. And then they'll be like, hey, just download like this 15-year-old program that got updated like 3 years ago, and it still works fine. And it at least somewhat alleviates the issue of the full screen deal. What are your thoughts on the bank ladder match? I really don't know much other than like who won the matches and that there was Punk involvement in the cash-in with Drew, and that was about it, honestly. I did not. What was it? That was just on Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah, I had a long day Saturday. I was at an arena football game, and so I did not really pay too much attention to that, other than who won the ladder matches and the fact that there was a failed cash-in from Drew and John Cena's retirement that is going all the way to like the end of next year. That's the gist of it, I guess. There you go. Yeah, you missed none for real. Yeah, Saturday was a real busy day because I ended up spending like 4 hours on the road. what was it, like, yeah, like 4 hours on the road, 3 hours at a car dealership. Got myself a new-ish car. I got a new car, but it's not a new car. It's a used, but I mean, it's got the least amount of miles I've ever had on a car that I've bought, which means that this car is probably going to last me a while because I tend not to do the old trade-in for a better car type thing. I tend to just run the wheels off of any car that I buy. So, what car did I get? I mean, it's nothing to brag about. It's what is it? 2021 Subaru Impreza hatchback, base model. Base model Impreza hatchback, a brand new base model. MSRP's for like $24,000, and this is a used one with like 33,000 miles on it, and it was a hatchback. And I had a couple of my friends that I usually, when I play online video games with, kind of make fun of me. Hey Goofy, what's up? It has been a while. Nice to see you again. But yeah, as soon as I said I got a Subaru, they're like, oh, I didn't know you were a lesbian. I'm like, it's an Impreza. It's like the least lesbian car that Subaru has. They're like, well, is it a WRX? It's a hatchback. I didn't know you were a lesbian. Car that killed Subaru's rallying project. Did it really? Because, like, don't they still make, like, normal Subaru Imprezas? I'm pretty sure, I thought. Or did they mostly just go straight to hatchbacks at this point? Because I thought maybe the new ones had a bit hatchbacky look to it, but I don't know if they still did just regular sport ones or not. Because those were also other ones that I had seen was, like, sport Imprezas, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get myself a base model because I don't need much. I had a 2013 Chrysler 200 before Saturday, and honestly, like, I really didn't need much more than what it had in there. Obviously, I would like a remote start and a backup camera. Other than that, I really didn't need much more else. And it really didn't have too much more else. And I'm pretty okay with that. I'm having to get used to some of the more, like, mid-2010s, 2020s type things. Like adaptive cruise control, where it can, like, detect cars in front of me. The one thing I'm noticing also, though, is that obviously with all the little Android Auto and stuff like that, it's kind of funny because I just saw a video today, and I don't really use Android Auto, and I especially probably won't use it anymore now, because it was a whole video about how basically your car is just selling all of your data. Like, I kind of knew that it would probably do that for, like, car companies and stuff, like insurance companies, because I know that they've been there's this woman at work, or at least she did used to work with us. She ended up moving to a different state, but she was like, I got to save $5 or $6 a month on my car insurance. I just put this little thing in my car, this little device, and I'm just like, yeah, that's just spying on, like, how fast you go and where you go and everything. So yeah, you can save money because they're not trying to profit off you for that thing. They're profiting off of whoever you're selling your data to. Kept the Chrysler 200. Was it a convertible? No, it was not. And it was in rough shape. It was in not so great shape, honestly. I think the Impreza will do fine. Chrysler 200s, because it's some of the car experts I've seen talk not so great about Chrysler 200s as far as reliability is concerned, because a lot of the engines, while it says, like, made in the USA, I saw a YouTuber who was talking about it, and he was a mechanic, and he said, well, you know, with the Chrysler 200s, you know, they say it's made in the USA. The final assembly was done in the USA, but all the engines were made in Mexico. And yeah, they're just not so reliable. But yeah, it was getting rough. It was still good enough to get me from point A to point B. But I'm like, I had the money and the means, so at least get that taken care of, and I shouldn't have to worry about a vehicle for quite some time. Yeah, the racing in Iowa. I'm considering the Sunday race. I'm considering the Sunday IndyCar race. It's supposed to be like 93 degrees. It's supposed to be stupid hot. Like stupid hot. And I think that's the way it was the first year that they went back to Iowa too. Like they were talking about how it didn't seem like there were that many people despite the fact that it sold out basically. And it was like, no, everyone's just underneath the bleachers because it's too fucking hot out. So I think it's supposed to be that way on Sunday. I'd probably consider the Saturday race, but I got a whole Saturday schedule already. So I wouldn't be able to go out to that. But the Sunday one I'm considering. But also it's a little wonky with the fact that the cheapest tickets I can find are like $135 or something like that. Maybe I can get a decent deal, but you know, we're a far cry away from that first year where they were just trying to fill up the stands by selling $50, $60 tickets. What type of racing is it? IndyCar. It is IndyCar at Iowa. I mean, at the very least, IndyCar is cheaper than friggin' NASCAR was. That was ridiculous. First oval race with the new hybrids. I'm interested because I haven't. Because like a couple of years ago, I kind of, and even last year, I paid a lot of attention to IndyCar, and I haven't really paid that much attention to IndyCar this year. I probably should. Of course, you say the 200 is a great car. Okay, maybe it depends on who has it and how they treat it. Of course, Diallo's the player of the half.
Take it to the 10 or pull up from deep.
Says someone who also has a. God damn, we have 12. Yeah, we have 12 people in our office at work. 3 of us had a Chrysler 200 in various stages of disrepair. Just 3 Chrysler 200s out there in various stages of wreck. With access to pit lane, I guess that could be worth it. Yeah, I think the pit passes are an extra. God, see, I'm running off the first year when they were like 50 or 100. They might still be another 50 or 100. I don't know. I'd have to look to see if they're even still selling them. Pit passes would be kind of cool, though. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of those things I'm going to go there. And it's like one of the main reasons why I went that first year is because it was relatively cheap. I wanted to see IndyCar, and they were having crazy amounts of like what was it, like food trucks and all that. 135 under this economy, no pit passes. Sounds like a robbery, dude. That NASCAR Cup race, they had NASCAR. The first ever NASCAR Cup race in Iowa was a month ago, less than a month ago, and the cheapest tickets were $400, and that's still nothing compared to they're trying to. The concerts the concerts are included. The concerts are absolutely included on the day, so you could show up there early enough. And I think when they even run like the Indy, that's not Indy Lights, it's like Indy Next or whatever, where they run it earlier in the day, they'll have that. And yeah, the concerts will be included. But yeah, the NASCAR one, like $400. And that's still cheap if compared to, say, like if you wanted to go to F1. Because I know those like F1 Vegas tickets are insanity. It was one of those things. I was like, oh, F1, well, okay, you know, tickets to Vegas are cheap, and it's just like, yeah, but tickets in Vegas are ridiculous.
Number 12 goes up, slides in with a soft finger roll.
Some hardcore fans not happy over ticket costs. They didn't care about concerts. Yeah, that was me. That was why I went the first year. Is because I was like, I want to watch IndyCar, and they have a food truck challenge where they had like 50 different food trucks lined up behind the deal there, where they were giving out like a cash prize of the best food truck. So you had a lot of like local food trucks that were there doing like really good food. And that's mostly why I was there. I wanted to eat some good local food, and I wanted to watch IndyCar. And I didn't give a shit about Christina Aguilera or no, it was Avril Lavigne. I can't remember which one it was on that Sunday race that I went to 2 years ago. But yeah, I didn't care about the post race concerts or any of that stuff.
Passes it to the left wing. Backs in. Barnes. Releases. Number 12. Grabs the rock.
There you go.
Flip up and in on that last
All right, we
layer.
can get this
With the
done.
D just
We got
standing
this.
around, it's just too easy.
All right.
No,
Let's just stay on the defense, because that's about the main focus right now. Just making sure they don't score. Yeah, because I think a lot of the other IndyCar tickets, if I wanted to go to something that didn't have a bunch of post game concerts, I think are much cheaper. What was actually funny was how cheap some of the other tickets, even for NASCAR weekend, was. Because like with the Cup race, it was expensive, but if you wanted to go to Xfinity, their league below the Cup series, it was like $30 maybe. And like if you wanted to go to ARCA, they were literally selling tickets for $1. They were just basically begging people. They were practically begging people to come to ARCA. I have a feeling that if I actually wanted to for the ARCA race, I probably could have just showed up, not even have a ticket, and be like, yeah, I just want to see her to fill out the seat. They might have let me.
Cross court, puts it up. The shot from beyond the arc was no good by McAllister.
He'll want another shot with that much space. He knows.
Nope. You gonna nope.
Far side, Barnes. Number 12 fights into the paint.
There you go.
Spence inbounds.
Yeah, so I'm still unsure about that, because that's a chunk of money that I don't know if I want to spend or not. I don't think I got anyone I'd be going with either. I mean, I didn't go. I went by myself the last time, but
McAllister fires.
it was a lot cheaper.
When a shot like that comes around, you've got to hit it.
They just dared him to shoot.
Backs
down.
Oh, go over there.
Left wing.
Over there.
Three.
Damn it all. $45 for Milwaukee Mile tickets. Man, if that wasn't a 6-hour drive. Is that I forget who runs Milwaukee Mile at this point. Is that IndyCar? Did they run Milwaukee? I can't remember now. Yeah, I thought I saw like Nashville tickets for IndyCar was pretty cheap too. Like they had like the Music City Grand Prix that had pretty cheap ones.
From downtown. Spence inbounds the ball. The Bulldogs are really struggling.
Sorry, I felt my throat closing up a little bit from not having water. I forgot that I thought that NASCAR didn't run it. I don't know if the Cup Series runs it, but then again, they made so many changes over the last like 3-4 years as far as their schedule's concerned.
Passes back to the top of the key. Diallo backs in, puts the hammer down.
I'll accept it.
And he leads all in scoring. The Bulldogs need to find some answers here. Goes up.
Nope.
Martin grabs it.
Don't put anything weak up.
I'm surprised that they allowed that to be considered a clean block.
In the key.
Go
He'll go to the line for two. He can't.
Damn it.
Both teams are making substitutions.
No other close race other than Iowa for people in Middle USA. Do they run Kansas anymore? Kansas isn't too far. I don't remember if anyone runs Gateway anyway. I thought NASCAR ran Gateway.
Price inbounds the ball. About 7
Other than that.
left in the second half. Leads him in. Leads it up and in. But they still trail.
Yeah, I think the Midwest has just been more dirt track than anything. They're like dirt tracks more than ovals, but yeah, a lot of those other like paved ovals end up being like southern and eastern states. Midwest, weirdly enough, doesn't have a lot of those.
Dangerous pass. The inside shot buried by
August
12.
17th for Gateway. Okay.
Shooting 75% for the game. Mitchell tosses it up court. Diallo crosses it over.
Tried to do a crossover. Diallo, there you go. Just pump your way in. Dunk it anyway. Who cares? Historic real world for TEW9. God, I feel like the one idea of something I would actually want to do would also be the most cliche one, which would be WCW 2001. I think that might be, out of all the real world things that aren't specifically current day, I feel like that might be the
Good look by number 12. He's 4th for 6 for the game.
that might be the most used one. Which version is this? I believe it's V3. Whatever the latest, I think V3 was the latest one that actually had a release. It might be V2. I'm thinking V2 because I can't remember if V3 I think might have actually had a release, and I just haven't gotten around to that. I can't remember now. Mostly because like a lot of the Reborn sports stuff, I was getting a lot of pings, and then like there was stuff I just wasn't paying attention to, so I probably just blew right by it.
Smith dumps it to the
Mods
inside.
for 99 changes that, but I will say there's a lot of extra stuff that they're putting in there. It'll be interesting to see.
You can't just give up easy three-point plays.
Saw your 2K14 mod. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of comments now for NBA 2K14 because I've now realized, of course, that all the stuff for download is no longer for download. And now that's pretty much dead, except for basically me playing it. Which would pretty much bring me as like the person that needs to upload that, I guess, to something that to keep that semi alive. I think it's also like, I think the whole thing is like 12 gigs or something. Yeah, only a few weeks until 9 drops. PS5 Pro, you're not buying NCAA 25 until the November sale. Yeah, I'm decently excited about the game, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that game. I mean, it looks good, but like a lot of the things that made me interested in it, they basically kind of stamped out already. Where like, oh, we got team builder, but you can't really change hardly any of the. You can't really change any of the ratings because it's real people, and you can't do any draft class stuff, and there's just like you can't do a lot of like customization. They have team builder, but you really can't do a lot of customization for it, and I think that's something where it's like, maybe I should just look into what is it, college football revamped modding, because I know there's some videos out there for it. Right, let's fix the mess that was completely unacceptable in 2020. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're still using Visual Basic, so not too thrilled on that.
By Mitchell. It seems they can do no wrong right now.
Reborn 2K runs smooth on PS3. I cannot speak to PS3 hardware since I am running on emulator.
Last shot netted for three.
It looks like they're ready to pick up the pace.
Since I basically just dumped my game originally on here. Oh,
Intercepted.
so I cannot speak to actual hardware.
Number 12.
I can only speak
Dumps it
to
off.
basically what I have.
Bounce pass. Left wing. McAllister.
I feel like there's more empty space now on the bottom there. Maybe they got rid of some excess crap that was sitting on the bottom of the scoreboard. I feel like there's more. Whoops, shit. I feel like there's more space than there used to be.
These guys are really working hard on
Yeah, moving on from E-License was good. Their new stuff is not that much better though. I greatly prefer if they put it. I'm not even saying Steam, even though I feel like the money that they would not make off the cut from Steam can probably be brought back by the simple fact of how many more people would be able to see said game.
Baseline.
Yeah, NHL 19. That's actually funny enough. I do play Legacy Edition a little bit on here, but honestly, I found settings for NHL 19, and I've been playing that on PS4. If I get a hockey, if I get a little hankering for hockey, that's usually what I end up playing because I've got like a full 12 team like league that I was able to make out of custom teams, and every player was a custom player because I had the idea of possibly doing that as on as a stream, like as a series. So it's got like what 240 original players, original characters on 12 different teams. It's ridiculous, but it plays really good. It plays really nicely and has some pretty realistic stats. Huge modding project for old NHL 2K game. Is that the one for? Shit. I know there's the one dude who's doing the. I think it's NHL 2K3 on the GameCube, and he was originally doing stuff for NHL 2K11 on the Wii for like Dolphin. And then he just sort of like stopped that like 3 or 4 years ago, and he's been working on the 2K3 thing. I don't know if there's I don't know of any other modding projects as far as NHL 2Ks are concerned other than that one. It'd be interesting to see if there are other ones though. I was checking out some texture replacement stuff on NHL 06 once upon a time too, because that wasn't too bad.
He'll have a chance for the three-point play.
He needs to make sure he gets a piece of the ball too. If he's going to foul him that late on an attempt,
Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
he'll have a tough time playing at full speed with that injury. He may catch himself really favoring the other leg, and before you know it, everything is sore.
Foul shot is good for a three-point play.
Respawn is far from the gun.
McAllister.
I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Apex Legends. I guess it sounds like they killed the idea of people spending any of their like premium currency that they could earn through playing on Battle Pass, and are now forcing people to just pay money straight up for Battle Pass.
We'll try to end this run.
Great job to hang on to the lead. They're doing it all out there.
McAllister, off-balance shot. On the
I was seeing something about that. People talking about EA being greedy over Battle Pass.
Number 10 takes it up.
100 points. Is this the first time we've done that? I guess I shouldn't be shocked.
Just get him the ball.
Of course, the drive of the game, just a nice, easy little layup to get us to 100. It's a slight shame that it wasn't able to NHL 2K HS. Yeah, that was what he was. That's when he was working on He was working on 2K3 stuff, wasn't he? That's what that was. Because, like, he stopped development of 2K11, as far as I know. So I don't know if they did more. CD Diallo, 29 points, 13 for 15.
Now let's go back to Greg.
Finally, got ourselves out of the crap hole there. Yeah, 2KHS has been around for a while. And like I said, I was interested when they were doing the 2K11 stuff, but I'd seen a little bit of what they were doing for 2K3, but I didn't know if I really cared all that much. It's kind of sad to say, but yeah, I was like, I don't know if I care. I don't think we're going to win this, and I'm upset. I don't want to spend all my points and energy if I can potentially get somebody else. See, we can get this world recruit. I'll definitely have someone go do that. Junior college. Let's see. I mean, we could spend the money to... I don't want to spend no 70 points on scouting a recruit game. If we can talk to somebody about... I know we don't have the points for all that. But, I mean, we can get this 2-star guy. Not the best, but it's something. Junior college sophomore. I think this senior, we could probably spend the money doing that and go talk to him. Send out some emails. Not going to mean much. Send out more emails, and I think we're good. I mean, I don't think we're going to get this 3-star. No. I mean, okay, we moved up, but yeah, we're still fighting with OK State here. It's a possibility, but a slim one. Could still potentially get that one, maybe. We're definitely in the lead for this one. We're in the lead for this one, but like I said, anything could really happen on these. That sucks. Still fighting for that one, possibly. And that one as a just in case. Okay. All right, we got New Orleans. All right, let's see here. 68 and a 70. They went up just a little bit. Ruh-roh. I'm going to look this up while this is doing its thing real quick. 2KHS 2025.
We're really excited to bring you this matchup. Hello, basketball fans.
Is this more the 2K3 stuff? Yeah. No, wait. Is this
Really be watching the matchup at the 4 spot. Washington can hold
looks like no, it might be 2K3.
His tremendous shooting range can pull the other
I'd have to
big
see.
fellas away from
The fact that you're able to do the text makes me think that it's 2K3.
also a capable power forward. He's a tremendous threat.
NHL 2K6 graphical gameplay content update for PC.
Just have to see who emerges victorious.
2K6 is an interesting one. Shit.
New Orleans wins the tip-off, and the game is underway.
The game has just begun, and they're already in the
Man-to-man.
Goes up, Johnson with the charge.
Okay.
That's a turnover.
Oh, good.
He took a
Drew a
look
charge
around,
already.
But he took his medicine and got the charge.
love that. He put his body on the line for the team. Onions.
Diallo inbounds the ball. Dishes it to the free throw line. Number 12.
Ah, damn it. Not a great start.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Off target on the last shot by number 5. Flip up and in on that last layup.
You know, something that I ended up downloading recently that I wasn't expecting to be any good, that I thought was interesting, was a it's not like a remaster, but it's like a mod, like a modernized mod for NHL Hits Pro. Because I did not realize that they had done, because NFL Blitz Pro didn't do this, but NHL Hits Pro, they added in a lot of little, what do you want to call it? Not cursors or sensors or something, but they added like a lot of things that you could change, a lot of sliders that you could change to make it feel a lot more realistic. And someone has made, and someone between the sliders and the texture replacement that you can do for the GameCube version of Hits Pro, has made at least a mildly realistic but still pretty fun game of NHL Hits Pro. And it's interesting to me just to see that. And it was one of those things that I think someone made like 2 years ago, and it just pretty much came and went, and I don't think anyone works on it anymore. And it's whatever with that, but yeah, I just thought I'm like, this is actually kind of interesting. No one really fucks with NHL Hits Pro probably because you only got a season mode, and like the franchise is actually not a franchise. It's like basically some sort of story mode type deal. But you can still make like a pretty decent season mode type deal out of it. Ah! Man, they are obsessed. These people are crazy to try to make this a little bit better. Try to get in our heads. I'm gonna say it won't happen. Ah, you son of a bitch! Oh, come on! Come on! But yeah, that was something that got me where I was like, shit. They made a pretty decent playing game of Hits Pro. If it wasn't for all the work that I basically put into NHL 19 and making like a custom league, I'd probably consider it. Someone also made an editor for it, but I forget how the editor works, because like you have to use the editor works pretty good, except for like you have to use it through some sort of IRC chat thing. I forget exactly what you have to use for it, but yeah, it's just like why do you have to use this IRC chat program in order to make an editor? Why couldn't it just be its own standalone thing? It's very annoying. But it generally works. The only downside is if you change like the name of the teams and stuff, you can't really do season mode. It just freezes the game for whatever reason.
But they still lead by 4. Diallo backs him down. What a pass.
Hey.
Kirkland inbounds the ball.
They're going to apply some pressure here, and with full court, man.
Here comes the double team. Takes it up. The lay-in was by Doty.
What is this? Can we please just smack him around? I don't like this. I do not like this. Let's see what we got. Back her up, spin her around. Don't do anything. That's fine.
Diallo with the shot. He's off with the three-pointer. Just over 10 minutes left in the half. Johnson, lead pass to the middle. No good on the last layup by Doty. Takes a three. Offensive rebound grab by Diallo.
Oh my God, Diallo! What the hell is your problem?
But the D
I'm interested. Yeah, I'm interested now, especially with the calendar that they have for TEW.
Tracy has something for
I feel like I don't know why that was such a problem up until literally this year to not have a real world calendar.
Sounds like he'd rather have some fouls called than to keep giving up all those easy baskets.
Thanks, Tracy.
I'll tell you, those are some rare gifts he has. He made a very difficult move look easy.
Outright. Backs in. Johnson goes up.
Ah.
Shooting 2. Knocks down the first one. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Huh. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at something that dropped. Interesting.
He gets them both. 0 to make his first stand off the bench.
Come on. Come on.
Inbounds the ball.
All right.
Backs him down. Martin from deep.
God, we can't make it. I thought we had 3-point shooters on the team. What happened?
Clearly affected by the contact there. Good call.
Should I specifically only be doing people that specifically only do people that do the 3-point deal? SBSU, Gauchos, and Reborn.
He sinks the second.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to do too when I started this up. I wanted something that at least was semi. I don't know how much work they actually did on some of these other small teams, but that was one of the things I wanted to see was like some of these small updated teams.
Lets it go. Nailed from
Hey, let's go.
He's got 3.
And hopefully not give this up.
Johnson gets it. Right wing. That's good from just inside the line.
What a great setup on that delivery. What a play.
I also saw that the PS2 version of College Hoops 2K8 was given the Reborn treatment, and it's a neat little game, but I don't know, it just doesn't quite play like this. It's one of the downsides to kind of it being a last generation thing. Is the last generation college hoop, the PS2 Xbox generation college hoops were okay, but like the PS3 Xbox 360 versions were good. Unlike when they had the PS2 Maddens that went all the way up to like Madden 12, where any of the new Maddens came out and it was like, well, you could just still play one of the old ones. Where like Madden 08 for the PS2 and GameCube were considered like the best versions because it still played like old Madden.
Makes his first appearance.
Duke wins the national championship this year. Were they in like good contention at all? I can't even remember. My brain is so shot from anything that happened earlier in the year. I don't even remember who won that national championship. I remember one of the guys in our office watching it. I remember he had the whole setup and everything. And I think the Iowa State made the Sweet 16 last time they've done that. And I think it's the first time I don't remember if it was the first time that ever happened, but. Or no, it was back-to-back Sweet 16s, wasn't it? It was like the first time that ever happened.
They're going to double team him. Dishes to
something
the low
like that.
block. Johnson tosses it up. Cooper grabs the rock.
Come on now.
Mitchell.
Damn it.
Whistle for reaching in, and that's his first foul.
Coach Tubbs made some changes that could
I
affect
got
their
greedy.
chemistry a little bit.
Hey,
I don't think
CD's
these
back
guys have
in,
played
so
together
that's
very
good.
often.
Washington inbounds the ball.
No.
Here's the spin move.
No. No.
Cooper catches it.
I think all these spin moves ain't going to do you much good. I'm going to sit underneath the hoop for when a big man comes in.
He's doubled up. Anticipates.
There you go.
Wonderful job of
That's what we needed.
basketball that time. Great pick.
There you go. 3-point shooter.
Cooper pulls
You even have the...
about 6.5
Okay.
minutes left in the half.
LIU updated to Sharks yet? I know the color scheme, and I think the...
Cross court. Throws it up.
I want to say the name. The name should say LIU Sharks.
These people
I know the color scheme did because I didn't know that they had changed until I go to hover over like blackbirds and it's like blue for whatever reason.
The three. The yellow.
So I think they changed the logo and stuff, but I don't think they've done stuff like I don't think they've done any of the courts or any of that stuff. They might have done some basic court stuff, but
Nearly had a chance for a three-point play, but he'll go
Yeah.
to the line for two.
we'll take a look at that after.
Shooting two. And he makes the first. The Privateers are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs. He gets them both. The yellow inbounds the ball.
Definitely gotta try it if they do it on V4.
Number 11 passes to the baseline. Number
I will say that I think I'm on V2 right now, or at least the V2 like hot fix. So if they did it on V3, I won't have it. So maybe it might not be the best. I don't know if it'd be the most indicative for me to actually do anything for that, now that I think about it.
they're set up in minute.
Number 10 catches it. Baseline. Takes it up. The bucket
And one.
and he'll have a chance for one more.
MVP 07, wonderful, but college hoops to K8. Yeah,
Foul at all.
I would
You
say
can't
that.
just give up easy three-point plays.
Tacks on the free throw for the three-point play. About 5.5 minutes left in the half. Leads him with the pass. That last slammed down by number 1. The away team.
All right, we need some defense. We need defense.
Inbound the ball. The visitors are making a few lineup changes. Barnes inbounds the ball. The yellow backs in. Sullivan gets it right wing. That one was great
There we
by
go.
Barnes. He's 1 for 2 from downtown. Number 5 brings it up court.
Shame NCAA 10, horrible presentation. Yeah, I've always said that this game, the only thing that NCAA basketball 10 really has on college hoops
Number
is
5
presentation. Like I can even be fine with the way 2K like does their
Intercept. What great
2K does their graphics. It's a little bit more basic than EA does.
about 4.5
I've always said that I'll even without the ESPN and CBS stuff, it'd have been great if they were able to squeak like 2 more years out of college hoops. Because when they got to NBA 10 and they finally did like a major like graphics and presentation overhaul for NBA 2K10 and NHL 2K10, I would have really accepted that.
Mitchell
And it's a shame it just couldn't go another 2 years.
knocks down the first one. Zero is coming onto the floor.
Yep.
He gets the second to fall as well. Number 1.
Oh!
Fouled.
Oh! We're coming back.
arguing that call. He definitely got
Do it again. More shots.
Knocks down the first one. Gets
There
the
you
second
go.
to fall as well. The Privateers
Oh,
take their first
come
win
on.
of the game.
Come on. We had the comeback
Now let's
going.
get back to the action. And it's a 4-point game.
Drove up collegiate
Takes the
licensing.
shot.
2K canceled.
Buried from
College
beyond
Hoops
the arc.
2K9.
5.
It sounds
7.
plausible.
Way up.
I don't know 100% for sure, but
Up ahead.
sounds plausible.
Number 1 takes it up.
It's very EA at that point, especially for sports games, to make it impossible for other people to make games.
Backs him down. Lets it go. The three-pointer knocked down by Martin.
I mean, we still can't have ourselves I mean, at this point, it's probably more an NFL thing than an EA thing. And EA's probably like, well, I mean, if they still want to do exclusive licensing with us, sure. But yeah, that's why we've had just Madden for so long.
Number 5.
So, sounds about right.
Number 1 grabs the offensive rebound.
That offensive rebound didn't come to him by accident. He knew right where to be.
Has it outright.
Wow, couldn't get that one to go, huh?
Mitchell inbounds the ball. Sullivan passes it to the free throw.
Oh, there you go.
Dunked down by Diallo.
Madden 16 and 12.
Left in the first half.
I do, when I want to play like PS3 360 Madden, I really like 12.
Passes it back to the high post.
But I also do, because I have the emulator stuff here, I do like 08 for GameCube. I've had stuff that I've been working on with 08 for
But it's recovered.
GameCube.
Pass.
But yeah, if I'm ever in the mood for
Martin.
the next gen stuff,
Look by Diallo.
yeah, 12 is usually what I like to play. Maybe 11, because 11 and 12, I don't know if there was much of a change at 11 and 12. I don't know. I'd kind of have to see maybe what the big changes were between 11 and 12. But 11 also had, I think, slightly better presentation in my mind. Plus, they had Gus Johnson doing the
Goes up, slides
commentary.
it, soft finger roll. He's got 9.
And I'm a sucker for Gus Johnson.
Left wing. Pulls the
Ah, damn it.
Can't get the
Damn it.
three-pointer to fall. 0 passes it up court. Goes up.
Look at the big fella pull down that board. When he sees the ball go up, he isn't afraid to
12 has Gus too? Okay.
Him in.
I feel like he was much more of a...
Number 1 inbound.
I don't know. I feel like he was more prevalent on 11, but maybe he is just as prevalent on 12, and I'm just not remembering right. I mean, that's always something I could fire up
Goes to the crossover.
easily if I wanted to really check, but I also have to step into a game.
job there to make him change the shot.
So, yeah, 12 could be. And I think a lot of the stuff that they had in 12 for, like, franchise mode also. And I'm pretty sure I never really got around to figuring it out, because usually if I wanted to do, like, a custom league thing, you could always do, like... Obviously, I could always just do Madden 08 and stuff like that and make something there, but I want to say you could make enough custom teams in Madden 12, it being the last year you could do custom teams, to actually make a full 32-team custom league.
Did a good job to grab that
I
rebound.
never really got around to finding out just how true that was.
Backs in. Skip pass. Top of the key. From downtown.
No, okay. Okay, there you go.
Close. They lead.
11 had the extra point, okay.
43. Doty. With the crossover. Gets it on the perimeter. Number 5. Launches one from beyond the arc. First
All right, so we just barely took the lead at halftime, so we got ourselves back in. I think we were down 12 at one point,
first half, Bill.
and we started turning things around.
It's gonna go on like this.
5 for 16 is not great from 3, though. We're talking like 30%. CD Diallo hasn't been doing as well. I think they actually have a formidable...
Has been lights out from the floor.
I think they have actually a formidable center,
Tremendous effort from
rather than a guy that Diallo can just sort of pivot around.
We're all set to begin the second half.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know what the edit player functions are like in Madden 12 either. I don't think you could probably change the number of people or anything. I don't think you could change like the... I don't remember if you could change the names of people or anything. I always like when a game gives me a lot of customization, and I know a lot of the EA games and stuff like that. Usually they give you a little bit more than 2K certainly did.
They're up by 3. Tracy Wolfson has more on what went
But
on at
only
halftime.
so much.
Tracy?
During halftime, I talked with Coach Tubbs. He said that he isn't satisfied with the small lead and is going to try to force the issue in the second half. Coach went on to say that he is going to break all the conventional
NBA The
wisdom and
Inside on
blaze
PS3.
forward.
I don't, mostly because at that time, if I played NBA games, I was playing NBA Live up until 2K10. Because I think I played NBA Live up until like maybe 08.
To the right wing.
And then I kind of stopped. And then I played 2K10
Shoots the 3.
because I was able to... That's when I first...
Rebound thus far.
Did I get 2K10 on disc?
No denying him on
I
that.
think I got 2K10 on disc. Because I don't think I quite had a Steam account at that point. I don't remember. I didn't get it. I had a Steam account not long after. It's a very strong possibility that it might have been one of the first games I got on my Steam account.
By number 12, the last shot
But
played just
yeah, I never ended up playing NBA The Inside.
When he makes that kind of adjustment.
They're going to double team him. Feeds. Low block. That last layup was missed by
Oop,
number 5.
oop.
The visitors are clinging to a small lead.
I love the defense. Just because he's in
There you
doesn't
go.
mean you have to give up the easy deuce.
Let's ride Diallo. I think he can do this. I think he's got this. I might have to see how that game looks, because it's always one of those things that, you know, there's a lot of those like not so big sports games that, you know, sometimes I played, but a lot of times I didn't.
Gets it.
Like All-Star Baseball.
Full net.
I think All-Star Baseball is kind of crap though. From what I heard, is it sucked and I wasn't really missing out on much. Same with like MLB 2K, because I had 2K10. I think that was the first MLB 2K I played, and I wasn't super fond of it, but sounded like I didn't miss a ton.
Beats it to the baseline.
And then like you know, trying to remember a lot of the like Konami games that they used to do,
Still out in front.
especially back in the PS2 days.
Number 5 shoots. No good from beyond the arc. The D wasn't too worried about that one. Gave him room to get it off.
Mainly because they prefer the long three over a hand driving it in.
Can't convert.
How could you not put that in? I'm not quite sure.
If he makes the first,
There you
both
go.
teams are making substitutions.
Is he gonna shake? No.
He gets them both.
Hey.
Doty in
Ah.
the ball. Doty
But yeah,
backs in.
I've been trying to if I find some older games on console, especially if I have a way to play it either on my PC or some other way of actually physically getting a disc, I'll do it. I have never had an Xbox One, so I don't know exactly how like ripping discs onto the console actually worked, because I know Xbox One wasn't really tremendous. I think they were kind of changing it around a little bit. But I got a PS4, but I looked into like an Xbox One, because I always like kind of how Xbox lets you rip the discs and they won't actually run the disc. They'll just check to make sure that you have it, and then they'll just run it off the
Has it in the paint.
they'll run it off the hard drive.
Gets it to go.
I'd prefer if I'm able to.
Number 12.
The one downside is I do have like 360 copies of some of those sports games, but I know there's also not backwards compatibility.
Dishes it to the left wing.
So
Kirkland pulls slows it
Yeah.
down.
2K baseball players' uniforms move on windy days.
Pull down that board. When he sees the ball,
I might have to see. I don't know. I don't know if I'll pick back up 2K because I think if I really wanted to, I could probably, even though it's obviously long gone, I could probably still re-download MLB 2K10 if I wanted to because it was on my Steam account.
terrific defense. That's what you want. Everybody with a nose for the ball, getting after it.
Dish, left side. The shot
We'll see. I remember I had okay fun with it,
He's going to let his team have it.
but
He just can't be happy.
I don't know. Most of the time now,
The visitors will make some substitutions.
yeah, most of the time now, I'm not really into baseball games enough. But I'll play. I have been playing a lot of MLB Power Pros, like the Wii game,
They like what they're seeing.
You know
because they got I've played the Japanese versions before, even up on like Switch,
no good on the last layup by number
and I might buy the new one that comes out in a few weeks. Not sure yet, but I have been playing the Wii version of Power Pros, and I've been having some fun with that, kind of messing around with some stuff.
to the right wing. These fans
And they got some neat stuff in there with like franchise mode and all that.
He's 2 for 2 from long range. A 7-point spread.
The Bigs is always good. I love the Bigs too.
Number 10 backs down.
What blew my mind, what did blow my mind about the Bigs 2 was I saw a YouTuber play,
Passes to
what was it, like Nicktoons Baseball or something on the Wii maybe? Pretty sure it was on the Wii.
number 10.
And I was looking at the Nicktoons Baseball game and I was like, and I immediately was like, oh my God, this is literally just the Bigs. Like, no, it felt like nobody had mentioned it. Like, maybe he hadn't played the Bigs before, didn't mention it. But, like, from pitch one, I was like, this is the Bigs. They put a Nickelodeon skin on the Bigs too. And this is basically the Bigs 3 Nickelodeon edition.
Test every shot.
Dishes to the left side. Mitchell
God damn. Okay.
They'll give it
Probably, technically, shouldn't have been goaltending, but you know what?
leave the floor.
I get enough shit for that. I'll also feel okay with them getting shit for that.
They're playing a 3-2 zone. Your big men have to be alert when they come out in this D.
Washington gets it. Top of the key.
With the D
God, we just let him waltz right in, didn't we?
You know he's dropping that one in.
Swing pass. Right wing. Number 10. Takes it up.
There we go.
Patient traffic.
That might be what we have to do. Just kind of force our way in there and
They're bringing the double team.
get underneath the hoop and do stuff underneath the hoop. Ah, but we got to stop them.
Go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Foul shot is good
Shit.
for a 3-point play. The visitors will take a timeout.
Up. Colors on NHL 19 deep and rich. Newer NHL games, they look washed away. Yeah, is Frostbite's the new one, right? Because Ignite was what they used to be on. Because that shit played pretty damn good. I've got the newer NHLs. I usually get them on Black Friday just to see how they play. I feel like when NHL 25 comes out, I might not worry too much about it. I might do EA Play
Dumps it down low.
for a month just to get like the 10 hours to make sure it's really not a game I'm going to be interested in.
Last 17-footer was canned by number 5.
That's how it's done. If you can't
Even though I
stop
still end up kind of caving and getting the new one when it's at
Top
like
shot to get that
$15.
pass to D. Mitchell off the front rim and out.
They did just enough to force
But-
him to alter his shot. What
Yeah,
solid
I'm
D.
interested in. I'm always interested in the customization stuff, which they add some things, but not a lot.
D did a nice job of disrupting a
But
little bit.
yeah, I feel like the gameplay now has just been ruined on that. And yeah, I have myself. If I want hockey, I'll go back to NHL 19. I'm glad that I have a copy of it. And I'm glad I still have a copy of it, and I'm still able to play it. And enjoy that because
Bounces it to the
yeah, I
wing.
can't imagine.
Zero.
I can't really play on the new one. There's just too crap. Which
Skips it
gameplay
right.
better, 23 or
Offensive
24?
rebound. Snatched down.
Gameplay wise, I think I think 24 might be.
Leaves no-
But a lot of that presentation I don't like. I don't like all the stupid goofy presentation and
goes up.
the dynamic boards and all that crap. I don't know. I'm very traditional when it comes to stuff like that. It's like I don't need no dynamic boards or anything like that. I wish I could turn them off, honestly. Why can't I just go back to having like just normal ads on the boards?
Gets it. High post.
Just let me have a smaller time hockey experience.
The triple was off the mark.
I'm sure in the next like 20 years or so, like LED boards will become normalized. They'll find a way to really get extra thick fiberglass so that they could just LED board everything in real life.
And they now go up by 14. The visitors with some difficulties.
The pressure system sucks.
Backs in. Mitchell.
I'm not a big fan of it. I know I think they toned it down a bit since when it first released because it was really bad at first. But
Number 12 inbounds the ball. With the floater. The layup good by number 10.
all right, we're getting to nut cutting time here. This is
Here's the double team.
we're gonna need to force some stuff.
All timeout.
Defense, and we got Diallo back in. Yeah, I think I would almost rather play 23 just based on the idea that it not too much from what I usually play has changed from 23 to 24.
Johnson.
And then you add in the stupid pressure system and the stupid like taunting or celebrations that they do.
Passes it to
So you add in all the stupid sellies, you add in the dynamic boards that make everything look so colorful and Fortnite the shit out of everything in hockey.
Throws it up. They answered right back with a three-pointer by number 5. He's shooting 40% from down. Stolen by Washington.
I'm trying to force it, and that's not a good thing to do.
There just wasn't enough space for that pass.
Doty goes up.
Oh, we're not able to get this. Man, I don't like this.
Drive of the game.
I don't like this. We're not together the way we should be.
The ball. Diallo tosses it up court. Takes it up strong.
Jesus, why did they suck me into that animation? Who's your NHL 23? What do you mean exactly?
Knocks down the first one. He gets them both.
Ah,
He's doubled up.
oh, 2K 20 if 25 isn't fixed, I'm gonna have to
Number
rely on
5 from the
23.
free throw line. Gets the
I'll
shot.
just keep
Roll
playing.
over the rim.
I'll just keep playing
They're
19.
leading 85-69.
They got a lot of stuff on there that, like, it's kind of funny because I think you can do quite a few, like, custom players, too. Like I said, I have a whole 12-team custom league
Diallo.
with 20 players on each team, all completely custom made. Oh, favorite NHL team. Okay, Avalanche.
Break on that one.
I'm an Avalanche guy.
By Doty.
I've been that for a while.
Inbounds the
It was suffering for a while, but,
leads him
you
with
know,
the pass.
got it a couple of years ago. What the fuck?
Tough miss.
Apparently,
Yeah, we're
not a guy
toast.
you want
We are
taking that.
toast.
The steal by the away team.
I'll at least stick on to
He was more worried about
get the.
scoring.
Well, I don't think we've gotten any like accumulated point stats or anything like that.
Diallo
I don't think it
backs him
matters.
down, raises up. Yanked down by Diallo. Releases. That will
Okay, okay, never mind. I've lost all faith. Man, did we just poop the bed on that one, didn't we? Hell, you can even make custom. They never even, I don't even think they advertised it, but you can make custom like women's hockey players on NHL 19. And I bet you, I haven't even looked around. I bet you if you utilize enough of the slots, you could probably make your own custom women's league. You wouldn't be able to do it in like franchise mode, but you could play a season mode with it. You could take over one of the European season, one of the European leagues, make a season out of that. That's how I've been doing a season mode in 19. Everything's good except for the fact that everything's the same except if you fight, it's a game misconduct. Still okay state. We'll go ahead and we'll keep talking to you. See what we can get out of this. There's not a lot of points though. I'm gonna keep phoning him. Keep phoning him. Let's see. Visit the recruit at home is 85 points. That's a lot. I don't think we need it, honestly. I think we can probably do without. The only thing would be to scout the game, maybe. That's still... The 70 points is the thing that kills me about it, though. That's the thing, is that's a lot of my time and effort there. I mean, I guess we've managed to have it just enough where we have 70 points. Is there someone better for that though? We've pretty much got that. We got that. I mean, that might put us over OK State, maybe. We'll spend the points on it. I want to try to get this 3-star, and I feel fairly confident about the other guys. We still need another scout game there. Another scout game there. And we can do a lot of scouting for him. Yeah, once we've exhausted everything with these guys, I think that'll be fine, because can't do anything there, can't do anything there. We can still do home visit and game scout there. Still a couple game scout there. Might be a good idea for him. But then at that point, if we want to try to get this 2-star JUCO guy, it's a possibility. All right. Oh, fuck. It's I'm in a rough spot because I kind of want to do this last game, and I kind of thought I was going to do the last game, but I think I might have to call it a night because God, I started too late is what happened. I started too late, and now I have to and now I'm exhausted, and now I'm tired, and it's time for old man to go to bed, and I'm probably going to play terribly if I try to squeak out one last game, honestly. So it might just be in my best interest, instead of losing to 4-10 Harvard, to just call it good, and I'll figure out the rest of it later. And, we'll start in on the other games. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, if we still manage to do 3 games each, that'll be good. We'll see. But yeah, I thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys being here as well. And I will see you guys share play in NHL 1923. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know about I don't know how share play works on that, but yeah, we'll see. I don't even remember if I've ever connected my PS4 to my network at all in forever. But yeah. Thank you very much. Anyone who watches this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching as well. And I will see you guys next time.